Beth Comstock, Imagine It Forward, Courage, Creativity, and the Power of Change. Dive into the world of Beth Comstock, the first female vice chair of General Electric, GE, as she shares her journey of embracing change and taking risks in her book, Imagine It Forward, Courage, Creativity, and the Power of Change. Explore her path from being a part-time waitress with a stalled career to becoming a highly respected media executive transforming American industry. In this summary, you will learn valuable lessons drawn from her personal experiences, including the importance of decisive action, overcoming adversity through bold innovation, and adapting to the ever-changing landscape of the digital era.
Embracing Imperfection, the Power of Action. Beth Comstock's memoir, Imagine It Forward, tells her story of taking risks and implementing change in her career. From a small-town reporter to the first female vice chair at General Electric, Comstock's life was not always promising. However, by embracing imperfections and taking bold actions, she was able to shape her own success. She believes that anyone can effect change, regardless of their status or power. Comstock's story serves as an inspiration to those who may feel trapped in their current circumstances, encouraging them to take brave steps towards a better future. Overcoming sexism as an introvert. Beth Comstock's experience in dealing with sexist hostility while transitioning from media to industry through her introverted nature is detailed in this excerpt. Beth Comstock had secured her position as vice president of NBC News, but the CEO of GE approached her with an offer to join their company as vice president of corporate communications. Eager for this new challenge, Comstock accepted without knowing that she would face one of her toughest assignments in her career yet, dealing with intense sexism from her male colleagues. GE during the late 1990s was an environment where sexism was deeply ingrained, from the lack of facilities for women at executive conferences to male colleagues actively sidelining her. Her introverted nature, however, gave her a secret weapon to combat this hostile environment. Introverts are known for being observant and thoughtful processors of information, and this worked to her advantage in this situation. Comstock was able to focus on the ideas being expressed by her colleagues, and not the colleagues themselves, effectively distancing herself from their hostility and not taking it personally. Comstock's story demonstrates how introversion can be an important asset in navigating challenging work environments, especially when it comes to facing hostility from others. Even though she wasn't able to contribute to meetings as much as she wanted, her introverted nature allowed her to become an excellent listener and observer, which helped her succeed and excel in her role. Triumph over adversity. When confronted by frightening situations, we tend to cling to what's familiar, but it is precisely in these moments of crisis that remarkable opportunities present themselves. In the aftermath of the September 11th attacks, GE faced significant financial losses, and people were deeply shaken. However, GE's communications chief, Beth Comstock, recognized the need for an inspiring message of hope and leadership, not only for the company's workforce but for the entire nation. Despite her colleagues' skepticism, Comstock defied convention and published a full-page, print advertisement featuring the Statue of Liberty rolling up her sleeves and stepping off her plinth, accompanied by a message of resilience and unity. The ad quickly struck a chord with Americans, becoming a symbol of defiance in the face of adversity and demonstrating that triumph over challenges often requires bold innovation. The Price of Change. In The Price of Change, Beth Comstock recounts her experience as the new head of digital for NBC in the early 2000s. Traditional television networks were struggling to compete with rising digital platforms like YouTube and MySpace for consumers' attention. Comstock faced hostility from her colleagues, particularly Jeff Zucker, head of NBC's TV group, who resisted her attempts to modernize the network. The conflict escalated to physical violence and personal attacks in the media. Despite the challenges, Comstock believed that conflict was necessary for progress and innovation. In the end, her efforts led to the successful acquisition of iVillage for $600 million. The role of storytelling in uncertain times. Change is inevitable, and with the constant stream of new technologies, startups, and disruptions to traditional industries, uncertainty has become the norm. Economists have coined an acronym that captures this phenomenon: VUCA, volatile, uncertain, complex, and ambiguous. Even GE learned about uncertainty the hard way during the subprime mortgage crisis that brought the company to the brink of financial ruin. But GE's experience also taught a valuable lesson: each uncertainty holds the promise of a new and better future. To reach that better future, organizations and individuals must make sense of the uncertainty and build a coherent story around it. Such a story should not be relegated to the end of a strategy as a final decoration, but should be front and center in an uncertain world. By creating and disseminating coherent stories about why a distressing event happened, and where the company is heading, organizations can help employees understand and move on from the pain of uncertainty. The author, Comstock, found that storytelling played a crucial role in helping GE's employees recover from the humiliating near collapse of the company during the subprime crisis. GE's transformation story. In a world where openness and collaboration reign supreme, GE, a company born in a different era, found success by embracing a new digital age. The senior executives at GE realized the importance of change in order to stay relevant as they witnessed the profitability of Facebook, Amazon, and Google. However, GE's traditional approach of owning and jealously guarding knowledge did not fit well in the digital era, where power is open, peer-driven, and participatory. To overcome this, the company launched an initiative led by Beth Comstock, called the GE Ecomagination Challenge. Through this challenge, GE invested in 23 new startups that brought innovative ideas and products related to sustainable energy. The success of this challenge proved that even traditional companies could thrive in the digital age through openness and collaboration.
The rollercoaster ride of Beth Comstock's career offers numerous takeaways and insights. Chief among them are the significance of taking bold, calculated risks, and embracing change even amidst uncertainty. Moreover, Comstock's story teaches us that conflict can be an essential fuel for growth and transformation, and that narratives must be embedded into organizational strategies to make sense of times of crisis. Lastly, her experiences demonstrate how even traditional companies like GE can evolve and adapt to the new era of digital power through openness, collaboration, and decentralization, a powerful testament to change and the potential for progress that lies within.